even the architects of past disasters are warning us about the danger, you know it's bad. So what exactly has Frum so alarmed? Let me show you what he's been posting on social media. It's not about cancel culture because it's not about culture. It's about a threat of legal retaliation by a government agency for not obeying a government edict. It's state repression, not social sanction. This isn't Frum getting worked up over some abstract principle. He's responding to something very specific and very concrete. This is not about free speech absolutism. This is not a tough case. The Trump administration is commanding that broadcasters broadcast only administration-approved speech on pain of government retaliation if they don't do as commanded. Let that sink in for a moment. The federal government is threatening to retaliate against media companies if they don't broadcast what the administration wants them to broadcast. This is not bias or fairness. This is government control of media content. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but politicians complain about media coverage all the time. And you would be right. But Frum anticipates that. Try to imagine the reaction if the Biden administration had demanded that Fox fire Greg Gutfeld because he wasn't sufficiently sad about the assault on Paul Pelosi. Can you imagine the absolute meltdown if Biden had threatened Fox's broadcast license over a comedian's jokes? The outrage would have been deafening, and rightfully so. But when Trump does it, we're supposed to pretend it's normal political discourse? And here's where Frum really cuts to the heart of it. How dare you call us fascists just because our appointees threaten government retaliation against broadcast networks if their comedians don't say what we want them to say? This is the classic authoritarian move. Be outraged at being called authoritarian while actively engaging in authoritarian behavior. They want to normalize the threat while being indignant about anyone pointing out what they're doing. This isn't happening in isolation. It's part of a pattern we've been watching unfold for years. The normalization of political violence, like the attack on Paul Pelosi that Frum references, the constant attacks on democratic institutions, the weaponization of government agencies against political opponents, and now direct threats to control media content through government retaliation.